Hi, everybody. I wrote this morning and hope it inspires and brings you wherever you need to go. And love and loss and what lies beyond. Now, what you think it is really isn't and can be. And what is simply waiting for you beyond. It's not matter if you believe in love. What matters is if love believes in you. I'm not talking about Hollywood substitutes. Those are getting old and are more or less cosmic psyop. So it's nothing really but deluding young, vulnerable boys and girls to create an illusion instead of actually creating a life and living that will work for them. And serve something greater than just a small, limited, or egoic little selves. It is not to say that true love does not exist. On the contrary, it is there. And seeking men and women brave enough to go for it. And it's actually only to be realized at its end, as a mad poet said once. Either I'm talking about the modern cosmic twin flame soulmate instant package delusions that this decade has been full of and many have fallen for. It's mostly an escape from a reality of glorified karmic mishap, and it may contain some nuggets of wisdom, but mostly it is a teaching of what love is not. Not only talking about the open free poly or XYZ prefix and suffix of an excuse to actually learn to be vulnerable and wait for 3 more minutes after the initial dopamine hit subsides. That too can be an exploration, it can be fun. It may be a path for some funky unicorn tantric souls to walk, but I would not call that love. So what am I talking about? I honestly have no idea after trying and beautifully failing at most incarnations and inspiration attempts of love. I stand in open space looking at my own life so far, where an average person might see the end or time where things start going downhill and whatnot. I see an open space with infinite possibilities but with no guarantees. Grateful for all the explorations and even disastrous times when I stood under not so favorable stars. And looking at the horizon, choosing not to look at any specific thing and call it the word love, full of expectation and egoic calculation of how this will finally be the thing that changes it all as a giddy teenager state of mind at 40-ish. I'd see an open road, an uncharted land, a new earth, a new heaven. Not just for me, but for all of us willing to venture to it. And it has less to do with the other form or definition or exclamation or proclamation of manic delusional outbursts that eventually turn to their opposites, but with space. That has really no emotion, no color, no ideology, religion, or creed. And a mere openness to life. Something that can be an excuse to not do the daily laundry and escape responsibilities, or can be something completely different. Something that you cannot put in words. And is more like a pilgrimage than a destination. And like the 3 wise men, kings, magicians, alchemists, and Sufis actually, pure ones, that follow the guiding star through deserts, kingdoms, and treacherous waters to pay homage to love, that was to be born in a humble stable by a pure woman named Mary, and a man who embodied responsibility, St. Joseph. I'm putting my faith in the journey and let that be enough. And even if the message eventually got corrupted, as information always comes with noise, and human institutions do tend to corrupt everything, that does not change much really. The journey is actually not linear, but an eternal circumambulation, a remembering, a circular journey to the Lord of light, and the spark of the original fire that has never truly gone out. And that, my friend, is what we will be in very, very, very huge, great need of. Not merely as an individual seeking for something we call love, but a human family learning to survive in the wilderness that beckons. May love, God's blessings, and light, hope, faith, and charity light your way. May you and I and all of us never forget that which we have been seeking has always been, always will be, and as I write this, is desperately seeking you. Love you all. Have a beautiful day. Merry Christmas upcoming.